Today, I'm sharing another powerful teaching from Neville Goddard, which convinced me that manifestation really happens and changed my life forever. Like many people, I used to doubt that the law of attraction was real. So this was the first tool I used to prove to myself that co-creation is possible. However, this one is much easier to practice than the famous ladder technique shared here before. If you love Neville's teachings like I do, and find it hard to believe what I will share with you today, please listen to this.
The purpose of this record is to show you how to use your imagination to achieve your every desire. Most men are totally unaware of the creative power of imagination. But when you discover this creative power within yourself, you will boldly assert the supremacy of imagination. Once a man said to me, Neville, I love to listen to you talk about imagination. But as I do so, I invariably touch the chair with my fingers and push my feet into the rug, just to keep my sense of the reality. I want to show you today how to put your wonderful imagination right into the feeling of your wish fulfilled, and let it remain there and fall asleep in that state. And I promise you from my own experience, you will realize the state in which you sleep if you could actually feel yourself right into the situation of your fulfilled desire and continue therein until you fall asleep. As you feel yourself right into it, remain in it until you give it all the tones of reality, until you give it all the sensory vividness of reality. As you do it, in that state, quietly fall into sleep. And in a way you will never know, you could never consciously devise the means that will be employed, you will find yourself moving across a series of events, leading you towards the objective realization of this state.
You might have heard the phrase, consciousness is the only reality. Your mind is divided in two parts, the conscious and the subconscious. So to have all your dreams come true and help the law of attraction work in your favor, you need to understand how each one works. My name is Rose, and welcome to my channel. The subconscious mind does not create beliefs. It just accepts as true everything that is inserted into it. So therefore, the conscious mind generates ideas and prints them into our subconscious mind. And that's how these ideas start to have shape and form. That is why you have all the power you need to manifest any desire, using your imagination to visualize and feel what you want. All control of your subconscious mind is in your hands, because you are the one who manages your ideas and feelings. The process of manifesting anything begins with the idea, then continues with the feeling, and finishes on the call to action. The ideas are imprinted in the subconscious through your feelings. So it's impossible to manifest any desire that has not been felt previously. And remember that after you transform that idea into emotions, whether good or bad, at some point, inevitably, it will show up. Therefore, if you don't control your feelings, you'll probably engrave undesirable events in your subconscious. It doesn't mean you have to suppress or restrict your feelings. Only discipline yourself so that your imagination works on emotions that will contribute to your happiness and fulfillment. This is the most essential thing to have a joyful life. Never encourage an unpleasant feeling to avoid imprinting those into your subconscious mind and manifesting into your reality. The best way to avoid attracting undesirable things into your life is to neutralize bad feelings into good ones. But how? So, when you have contradictory feelings in your subconscious, invariably the stronger one will be expressed. For example, I am affirmations are always stronger than I am not, or I want to be. So if you say, I am unhealthy, this will be much more powerful than if you say, I am not sick, or I want to be healthy. Don't even go near any word related to illness. Instead, you should just affirm, I am healthy. I feel healthy. The same about money. Don't ever say, I am poor, or I cannot pay my bills, or even, I want to have money, or I need to pay my bills. Even if it is what you are experiencing at the moment, really pretend that it is the opposite. I am rich. I can pay my bills every month in full, and so on. Keep repeating those phrases over and over and over until you impress your subconscious that it is absolutely true. The more you do, the more you will attract people and circumstances to give you whatever you are affirming into your life. So the secret to manifesting and having the law of attraction working in your favor is for you to feel that it already exists or you already have it. The feeling is the foundation of any manifestation. So be aware and careful about your mood, about how you feel, because it's the direct connection between your subconscious mind and your physical world. The way to bring miracles to your life is to feel as if you are already living that dream life. Any change you want in your life can only happen if there is a change of emotion. Changing your feelings will change your destiny. So, let's begin with the technique I mentioned at the beginning of this video. You can do it by yourself or with me, whatever makes you feel more comfortable. Now, close your eyes and visualize a rose in your mind. Imagine and see yourself touching and holding that rose. Look at its details. If there are any thorns, the texture of each petal, the leaves, the gain. Now choose the color. It can be your favorite color. What shade of green can you see on those leaves? The more details you get into, the better your visualization becomes. Imagine you are holding this rose right now, not in the future. While imagining, you need to feel that the rose is already in your hands. Feel it now. Try to feel the aroma. You can do that. Just use your imagination. What is the scent of that rose? Now, be aware of any noises around while you hold that rose. Are you indoors, outdoors, in a quiet, or in a busy place? Keep making this visualization as vivid as possible. This will give you more power to manifest. Pay attention to every detail and keep feeling that rose is in your hands. The idea is to do it for at least 3 days in a row. The best time is just before going to bed, as soon as you wake up, or any time you are extremely relaxed, or even during an afternoon nap, as it is when your subconscious mind is more susceptible to accepting any suggestions. One of the important teachings from Neville is that we should imagine, feel, and let it go. Don't keep thinking about it and expecting to happen, which has always been the most challenging part for me, but also more crucial. And believe me, manifesting becomes a daily routine once you follow these steps. You will be surprised when you see the results coming. You might not get that specific rose into your hands, but you will certainly see a similar one somewhere, or someone will mention that they got a rose, like the one you imagined, even if it's not the exact color you expected. You might see a TV program showing or someone passing by with a rose like that. Regardless of how it will come about, the essential point is to show how easy it is to manifest. By practicing and manifesting, you will have more faith that you can bring anything you imagine into your reality. Neville suggested the object of our imagination to be a rose and shared during some of his lectures because it is simple and easy to imagine. Therefore, this could be the beginning of your manifestation journey. But most of the time, if we start trying to co-create something big, we end up crashing with our limiting beliefs, which are the worst blockers to manifesting. And if you can manifest a rose, the same process works for anything else. It all depends on how much effort and feeling you put into it. And please, be sure to share some of your manifestation stories. Or in case you try this technique, you could share the results you achieved. The subconscious mind is not selective. It is impersonal. It does not analyze if what you are feeling is true or not. Whatever you input there and consider being your reality will become your reality, even if it's not. As per my example about the bills. You have those bills, you have to pay them, you look at your bank account, no money, and you have that awful feeling of desperation. I know it sounds easy. It is not easy, but it's doable. And the more you complain about those bills, the less money you will have to fulfill your obligations. And make believe that you already have that money in your bank account ready to pay all your bills. That feeling will make you feel better. That feeling will make you feel good. The more you complain about your bills, the less money you will have. That's why we can genuinely believe that nothing is impossible for us. Anything that our mind can imagine and feel materializes through our subconscious mind. The kingdom of heaven is within yourself. Absolutely nothing comes from the outside. Everything you seek outside of you is a search in vain, as you would never find what you want. What you have inside reflects the outside. If this video helped you in any way, please don't forget to share with others that also wish to live the extraordinary life they deserve. Thank you so much for watching and have a lovely day.